Hey folks, welcome back to another Paul Massive video. So today let's talk a bit about Lusamine and Necrozma that's rerunning later tonight. So yeah, I won't be pulling for her, but well, because I already have her. But yeah, I mean, it's a Masterfair, right? Took a while to rerun. When did she first get introduced? I believe it was what, 2 Decembers ago, right? 2 Decembers ago would be, I don't know, how many months is it since December? 4 months? Oh, it's the end of April, so it's like 5 months, right? So 5 months plus a year, 5 months. So, you know, almost a year and a half, almost a year and a half since she's been introduced. And I'm more looking forward to the event, so I can finally get the medal, because I forgot about it the first time around and missed it, unfortunately. But yeah, so all right, let's talk a bit about the unit, right? So Lusamine and Ultra Necrozma, it's a unit that's just a high like power striker. Right? I mean, it's a big striker. It's a big striker. It's a big, I would say, big master mode striker more than anything, right? Not that she can't succeed in Gauntlet, not that she can't succeed, you know, elsewhere, right? But she's built to be like a monster master mode damage dealer, right? Because of the fact that when you go to Ultra Necrozma, right, you have Prismatic Laser, which first of all, you know, 4-gauge move, high base power with you know, pretty good special attack there as well. And then you have Expand Reach, right? You have Expand Reach and just targets all opponents, right? And you know, without the AoE split damage you know, thing, right? So yeah, she's basically just a big AoE striker, which again is just very powerful against Master Mode. And then like on top of that, right, she also has a really powerful nuke as well, right? Striker nuke. So it's like it's not like, oh, you're syncing with her, that's such a waste. You could have, you know, nuked with your tech nuke or whatever. Support EX, which are, you know, they're valid, right? Support EX is always good. Tech nukes, a lot of them are a lot, you know, very powerful. But her nuke is also pretty good for a striker, right? Even if you take out the AoE, you know, 6-star EX striker factor, right? Just even if it's single target, still very powerful nuke. You know, you got hide and sync in the grid there, right? Got double down 9, brain sync 5, so like that's a pretty massive sync. In fact, if you look at the numbers, right, like this is tech nuke levels. I mean, it's literally higher than some. I mean, Professor Oak's not like a real tech nuke, right? But you know, it's higher than some other tech nukers, right? It's what, you know, 3 million. 3 million's like, that's crazy, right? That's like among striker nukes, it's definitely up there. It used to be, I believe, when she first came out, it was like the highest striker nuke in the game, if I remember correctly. I don't think it is now anymore, but it's still pretty high, I'd say, right? Let's see, who do we have over her right now in terms of striker nukes? Let's see, let's find her first. She's where is she? Lusamine, right? You know, okay, yeah, Lance now with the extra expanded grid and all that stuff. Swingsuit Ethan, right? So yeah, not anymore, but still, it's very powerful, incredibly powerful striker nuke, right? 3 million is no joke at all. And yeah, very good striker nuke. And then again, it's just her damage in of itself, like her DPS is still very good as well, right? The only thing is, when you want to, you know, consider, oh, let me, sorry about that, let me just move it over a bit so you guys can actually see. That's Lusamine. Alright, so yeah, the only thing is, as you could probably tell, is it's psychic type, and there's a lot of very powerful psychic type damage dealers, right? I mean, attack from Steven, obviously incredibly powerful, right? Anniversary May, Giovanni, if you could get him fully set up, right? Annie May, again, these are units that you do need to set up. The thing about Lusamine, over like something like Giovanni or Annie May, is you really don't need to set up too much, right, in terms of her multipliers and such. I have to move this back, that's so annoying. But yeah, there's nothing much to really set up. You just you know, you just sync and you just go for it, right? It's really, there's the only multiplier is what, super duper effective, which just automatically activates when you're fighting something that's psychic weak, and then there's like crit strike 1 over here, which, you know, if you crit, you got it, right? So yeah, a lot of really great things. Also, the base form Necrozma, like, this is one of the great things I really like about Singsu Lusamine's design of her kit, because there'd be a lot of like units where you sort of units, especially with megas, right? Sometimes they change form, and like some megas just don't really have anything new, right? Before pre-mega and then post-mega, but like that could really help them. But Lusamine actually has that, right? Because you're coming in Datamined, you know, Necrozma first, right? And then you get like healthy super hit, which gives you a super effective up next, right? And then entry freebie. These are both like entry, like passives that activate on entry, which after you sync, obviously, won't be very, you know, useful anymore, right? And then boom, you replace them for different things, right? One is a, you know, damage multiplier, another one's just move gauges back, which is always nice to have, right? And oh yeah, also she has the Lowland Master Passive, the Lowland Special Master Passive, right? There's also that as well. So yeah, the thing about Lusamine, Singsu Lusamine, right? She's still a very good unit. You look at her, she got all the tools, very powerful damage dealer, AoE damage dealer, all that stuff. Again, she has the Master Passive. She has the sync move countdown as well, right? -2 sync move countdown on her on her trainer move, right? That's all very good, totally self-sufficient, right? Like, she's just very self-reliant of a damage dealer that does a lot of damage, which is basically all you really want in a damage dealer, right? If you're looking at a striker, Singsu Lusamine would be something that you'd want in a striker. Again, the only issue, right, is just that there's a lot more. Well, I wouldn't say a lot more, but, well, there's a decent amount of also very good psychic damage dealers elsewhere, right? Again, we could go back to you know, if I could actually the Steven, right? Attack form Deoxys. And then, like, the other thing about Deoxys is if you're pulling for Deoxys, you're not just getting attack form Deoxys, you're getting speed form, getting normal form, right? Both of those are incredibly powerful. Defense form is a bit, you know, I wouldn't say it's like a huge heal, but, you know, it's still a fantastic tank that could support all that stuff, right? So that's the only thing. It's just, it's good, but if you really want to drop gems on a nice psychic unit, I just wouldn't really recommend Singsu Lusamine over something like Singsu Steven, right? Or even Anniversary May, honestly. Like, offensively, Singsu Lusamine, you know, is much better than Anniversary May, but I just feel like the extra utility and stuff that you get out of pulling for something like Anniversary May is just worth more, right? You get Psychic Terrain, right? The debuffs, all that stuff. Anime has some, you know, same countdown as well, and just, yeah, the extra support for your team, special, you know, attack-wise. I just feel like it's a bit more worth it, right? Again, it doesn't mean Singsu Lusamine's bad. Singsu Lusamine's just great, again, just AoE damage dealer, right? But it's just that, again, with Psychic, there's just a lot of competition. And to be fair, they all do very different things, right? You know, what Deoxys does or gets you, right, is very different from what Anime gets you, is very different from what Singsu Lusamine gets you. So I'd say it's fair to pull for them all if you do have the resources. But yeah, at the moment, I wouldn't really have Singsu Lusamine at the top of the list if you're trying to pull for like a psychic type, right? But here's the other thing to consider, because we should be getting a Lowland Villain arc sometime soon, either next month or the month after, right? It's going to be within the next 2 months. I would say probably next month, but, you know, it could also be maybe, you know, at the tail end of next month, and then they extend it into the month after, but who knows, right? We'll see soon. But yeah, that's the other thing, right? She could get a lot better very fast if they decide to drop some like crazy stuff in the Alolan villain arc, right? Especially, you know, if they could really help and support Singsu Lusamine, right? Like they could legitimately go kind of crazy, right? If they also, you know, throw in I don't know, just maybe like the regular Necrozma, or like the other one, right? Was Datamined Necrozma, right? Whatever. Not Dawn. What was the other one called? Dawn Wings Necrozma, right? If they could, you know, throw that in, and maybe there's some synergy there, that could be really powerful, right? Potentially, right? It could also be like not at all. So again, I'm just saying, Singsu Lusamine could have some potential, right? Of like a really massive buff coming soon. Maybe not, right? Again, it's not guaranteed. She might get nothing, she might get a lot, right? It's just that, you know, we'll have to see, because like at the moment in terms of Alolan characters, right, they're not like, outside of like Singsu Lusamine, like off the top of my head, like, you know, there's some, Alola has some nice supports, but like otherwise offensively they don't have really much. It's just, yeah, Singsu Lusamine, and then like Kimono Grimsley and like Annie Lily, which you know, they're fine, but they're not, again, they're not anything like insane, right? And like especially like Kimono Grimsley is not even special, he's physical, right? And like the other, like the only like special damage dealer would be just like Annie Lily, which is, you know, like offensively, pure like numbers wise, and like the best, right? So we'll have to see if they could drop something really nice that could help, you know, Singsu Lusamine. They do some, I don't know, special sort of tech unit alongside Singsu Lusamine that could give like psychic type rebuff. That would be pretty big, right? What else? I don't know. Some other, because like the thing is, she doesn't really need any support, right? She doesn't really need any support. If you really want to give her anything, like the only thing you really need is just like Psych Terrain, Psychic rebuff, maybe like accuracy debuffs, right? Would be nice, but otherwise, yeah, just maybe just another like hard hitter to run alongside her, another special hard hitter, maybe someone who could debuff special defense. That would be nice too. Although you do have the recent Palatine's Mallow, I guess, right? If you want, or if you pull for her, she could be nice. But otherwise, you know, right? We'll see. Again, it really depends on what we could get alongside her with this new Alola Villain Lark. She could turn amazing, or she could just not have any buffs, which she'd still be fine. She'd still be a really good damage dealer. But again, it's just that, I don't know, like in terms of like the priority of pulling for big, you know, psych damage dealers, I'd probably put her at like number 3, right? Let me see. I'd probably just have, I'd have both Deoxys and Latias over her in terms of like, you know, where you want to spend your gems. Lear's an interesting one. Like offensively, like Lear versus Singsu Lusamine really depends. Like, are you more interested in gauntlet clears? Then Lear would be more useful for that, or are you more interested in trying to clear the new you know, 12k or whatever, not 12k, 2.5k, you know, master mode stage? Then Lusamine would be better for that one, right? So yeah, anyways, overall I'd say it's tough that we have to do this now. So like, again, I'll give you guys a score just because, you know, per tradition, right? Like a pull score. But again, it could totally change depending on what happens with the, you know, potential Alola Villain Lark stuff. But at the moment, I'd say probably maybe 7.5 out of 10, right? Could go up, could go down. We'll see, right? Again, the update should come sometime soon, right? So there's no hurry in making a rushed decision on if you're gonna pull for her or not, right? So that's just, you know, the one thing I have to say about this. So anyways, that's me in this one, I guess. Hope you all gentlemen guys think in the comments down below. Like, enjoy the videos from our channel for some more Pokemon content. Good luck if you guys do decide to try to pull for her. And again, she's still a good unit, Masterfair and all that stuff, right? So they don't come back very often. So, you know, that's always a, you know, fair point for also, she looks great, so, you know, there's that too. So, alright, have fun, like, subscribe, all that stuff again. I'll see you guys in the next one.